Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I am Murdo Todd. I'm delighted to be joined by a very, very special guest, Mr. Jon Fury. How are we, sir?
Very well, thank you. Hope you're the same, and thanks for having me on your show.
No, absolutely. I appreciate your time. I know you're a very busy man, and I know it's a busy time for the Fury clan, Tommy and Tyson, out in the next few weeks. How are both looking at the moment?
Yeah, they're both looking tremendous shape. The work's done now for Tommy. Tommy's ready to fight now. We just want to get this thing done. We put a good 8 weeks camp in. We've worked hard for it, and we just want to reap the rewards now.
And one of the other sons, Roman Fury, he's 2-0, fought earlier this year. When can we expect him back out, and what do you see for him in the future?
Yeah, Roman's on. He fights on the 10th of November in Brighton on a Sauerland show, and he's on again on the 1st of December in Bolton. So yeah, he's got two to do, Roman. So yeah, he's doing well as well. He's been in camp with us all the time. The lad's trained hard, and he's got his sights set on big things. So let's just see what he can do. Yeah, we've got a long road with Roman, but it's going to be an enjoyable road. The kid likes training. He's eager to learn. So sky's the limit for the lad. Good luck to him.
Fantastic. You must be very proud of your sons when they're fighting. But what other kind of feelings are brought up when it's so close to fight time? And is it different for different sons?
Not really, no, because I've been in this game a long time, and we don't look at it like everybody else looks at it. We enjoy this job so much. As long as we know we've done the work, this is a fun week now. The fight's fun. The fight's fun and games. Fight week is fun and games. It's meant to be enjoyed, fight week, because the work's been done. We can relax. We know we're on top of our game, and we just want to enjoy everything, because it lasts so little a time, doesn't it? All this work in 20 minutes, what I'm saying, or less. It could be over in 2 minutes. But whether or not, let's just say it goes a distance, which it won't, it's still a very short period of time for the work that goes in. But it's all been enjoyable. It's what we do for a living. This is what we've done all our life, and we do enjoy it. We don't look at it as work. We look at it as enjoyment.
So obviously Tommy's fighting KSI this weekend. I'm assuming you guys are pretty confident of not just a win, but a stoppage in this one.
Absolutely. Because we know what we put into it. I know how good Tommy is, and KSI is going to find out how good Tommy is on the night. I'm not going to shout and scream and jump up and down because I've done all that. But the talking's over now. It's time for action to speak louder than words. We've said this. We've said that. He's been saying plenty. Let's see if he can back it up on the night. I hope he can.
What do you make of him? He's obviously likes to talk a big game, but do you rate his skills at all?
What skills? What skills he got? He's only been boxing 2 minutes, hasn't he? He's probably got internet skills.
So moving forward.
Skills.
Yeah, no, that is true. So moving forward, obviously Tommy wants to pursue a career in professional boxing. He came into the scene, kind of weighed in about 180 pounds, kind of been floating about this cruiserweight limit. Moving forward, are you guys looking to drop down to 175, or are you looking to stay at cruiserweight? And how fast can we expect Tommy to move?
Well, it depends on the promoters and whoever wants to put shows on, don't it? But at the minute, there's a bit of work to be done. We're looking at the Jake Paul rematch. We're looking at the Logan Paul thing, and whoever else wants to join this Misfits job, because the money's better, and it's just more exciting. It's more enjoyable. And let's be honest, there's more eyes and more backsides on seats with this type of thing, So I think it's all around more enjoyable and more exciting. It's a breath of fresh air now. It's brought new things to the table. Even the big JK's crossed over, hasn't he? The big GK wants a bit of the Misfits job, don't he? It's more exciting. The rest of it's boring, isn't it? I'm not saying, all the good fights are worth watching. There was some brilliant fights on the weekend. That was a good fight between Lee Wood and the other boy, the Leeds lad. At the end of the day, cracking fight. Them's the fights people want to see.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants to see somebody in the other corner with a 5% chance of winning, does they?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, there is some good fights in conventional boxing, but they're the only ones I'm interested in, the good ones.
So it also must do Tommy a load of good because he's earning this money now and he's in front of big crowds now, even at such a young age. It takes the pressure off where when people get older, they maybe take fights that a bit too risky or they're taking it just for the money. But that kind of pressure's off, so he can kind of just enjoy his boxing career.
Yeah, that's it. And if he comes back to conventional boxing, he won't be for the money, so he can enjoy it more and take his time and get the right fights and win titles. But listen, Tommy's got a long career ahead of him. He's 24 years old. When you look at the likes of Wood and Warrington, look at them boys, the vets of the game, and they're still entertained. It's still entertaining fights, aren't they? And would I want to see a second fight between Lee Wood and Josh Warrington Corsewood? It was a great fight. He was unlucky not to have won Warrington, but one punch, that's all it takes in boxing, isn't it? To turn it all around. That's why people pay to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Fights I want to see, the rest of it I'm not interested in. We might as well do it.
There was controversy with the stoppage. I don't think Warrington was particularly pleased about it. Would you like to see a rematch? And what was your opinion on the stoppage at the weekend? Was it a fair one?
The stoppage was bang on. The referee done a good job, because that's where injuries occur, lasting injuries where they let them go on too long. That's what the referees are paid to do. He made a good call. He's probably saved Josh Warrington a lot brain damage, because when you're gone, you're gone. And you know what? Lee Wood knew he had him. Lee Wood's a great finisher, and he bangs, don't he? The kid does. And you can't afford to take freebies from a man like Lee Wood because you end up in the hospital. Great call by the referee. The stoppage was fine. But is there room for a rematch? Yes, there is. Because he's in the fight, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was winning the fight. Lee Wood come from behind with the equaliser. So yeah, there's room for a rematch. I'd like to see a rematch, and then both boys can, get what they deserve, can't they? Because both boys are great boys. They give a lot to the sport. I've enjoyed watching them, and you know what? They're serious fighters, aren't they? Both boys can fight, can't they? So credit to both. Enjoyed it. I did.
Yeah, they're all hard. It was a incredible fight, absolutely incredible. I would love to see a rematch. How did you think a rematch would go?
Again, Josh Warrington could win the rematch, couldn't he? Just keep his chin down a bit more, and he'll know what to expect. But for my money, he was in front of Lee Wood too much.
Mm-hmm.
Lee Wood can bang, and why would you? He was doing a great job, but I thought, you know what? It was only a matter of time before Wood caught him, because that was Wood's game plan. Because he knew Lee Wood, he was going to walk onto something sooner or later. But he was doing well, but he just should have showed a bit more caution. If I'd have been looking after Warrington, I'd have said, look, cautious aggression. You can do what you're doing, but make sure you look what's coming your way. And he just took his eye off the ball and got caught. You got two thinking, hang on, this is easy, I'm winning it. But that's what can happen when you're facing bangers, isn't it?
So moving on to the big man, Tyson. He's fighting Ngannou later on this month. Most are predicting an early night. How much of a test do you think Ngannou will put up?
Well, it depends on what Tyson wants to do with him, don't it? If Tyson wants to let him pick, Tyson needs the rounds, don't he? He needs to move around. Tyson enjoys it, doesn't he? I remember going to Thailand with Tyson back in June. He must have sparred 9 to 20 rounds with everybody in 50 degrees. He loves it, Tyson. He loves the entertainment side. So it's up to Tyson what Tyson wants to do with him. If Tyson wants to knock him out the first round, he'll get knocked out in the first round. If Tyson wants to have a dancing competition with him, let him do it. It's entertainment, isn't it? It's entertainment. But Ngannou's only got a puncher's chance. He's got more chance of landing it than me winning the lottery this Saturday. So at the end of the day, this is what it is. Like I give him 0.5% chance of 100 of landing the big one.
Yeah.
I'm being truthful, to be honest with you, but it's a spectacle. Two big, gigantic men. There is a lot of prestige to it, isn't there? The man is a world champion heavyweight MMA guy, so he does bring something. But the transition is too much for Ngannou.
Mm-hmm.
Facing the best in the world. You're facing the best pugilist in the world in the big GK, Tyson Fury. So at the end of the day, he's got it to do. He knows it and all. But listen, it'd be a great experience for Ngannou to share the ring with a big GK.
Yeah.
But listen, boxing's the funniest game in the world, mate. You can never say 100% what's going to happen. Tyson may go to sleep on the job. He might be thinking about, I don't know, something else and walk into one. You never know. But the form book says Tyson can finish him whenever he wants.
Absolutely. You mentioned Thailand there. That's obviously a big part of martial arts with Muay Thai over there. I saw you training in the Bang Tao gym. What did you make of Thailand, and what did you think of the fighting culture over there?
Oh, man, the men, all of them warriors. The women's warriors, never mind the men.
Yeah.
They all love fighting, don't they?
Yeah.
Sort of built on violence, that place, isn't it? You know, tamed violence, if you ever heard of such a thing. The lovely people to speak to. We enjoyed it there. It was fabulous. We got received very, very well. But you can see the only thing that what them people got on the mind is fighting and gambling. Gambling and fighting, what a combination. Oh, I enjoyed Thailand. It was an eye-opener for me. The weather was very hot over there. It's a totally, totally different way of life.
Yeah.
What we live here. They're a lot tougher people. They're a tougher race to Thais.
Mm-hmm.
I went to a few of the Thai boxing events, and my God, they was brutal. They was brutal, mate.
Yeah.
These guys was made of, titanium. They was getting the piss and shit knocked out of each other, So it was unbelievable. It was an experience for me to watch it. To be honest with you, I felt like a pussy stop there. Honest to people.
So with the Fury and Ngannou matchup has come this kind of MMA boxing comparison. Do you watch much MMA yourself?
Hey,
do you watch much MMA?
No. I like the conventional stuff, mate.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, credit to those MMA guys, but you know what? I don't know. I don't. I'm sorry to say that again. I only watch the big stuff.
Yeah.
I like the big stuff, the good fights, but the other no. I've been in the game a bit long, me, you see. I'd rather watch a Western now, to be honest. I'd rather John Wayne.
So this fight's going to...
so much, son. You're living and breathing, eating, sleeping and drinking boxing. You want to switch off at the weekend. And how I switch off is not by watching another fight. It's by watching John Wayne. Give me a 50s good Western. I'm happy.
I love it. So this is going to be in Saudi Arabia. Obviously, you got connections over there. What do you see for the future of the sport in that part of the world?
Listen, Saudi Arabia, that is the place to be now. Those people are people what make things happen. They got the money to do it. They put the money where the mouth is. And all I can do, I've been there. I like the country. I felt like a king myself where I got treated that well, I love Thailand. I love Saudi Arabia, but I like Thailand as well. But Saudi, I can't wait to get back there. I can feel like a king again for a fortnight. Them people, I love them all. I like what they do out there, mate. And like I say, if they want the big fights, they're buying them, they're paying for them. They've got all the best football, they've got all the best golf. They're going to have all the best everything in a minute, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, it's going to be, in the future, just a great, bigger place, but on the same level as Dubai, isn't it? That's the way it's headed. But you know what they've kept, what I like about the Saudis? They've still kept their authenticity. It's Saudi Arabia, and that's what I like about it. And all you need to do over there, the lovely people, go to Saudi, respect them, respect their values and their ways, and they will treat you better than any place in the world. It's a lovely place to take your family. Everything about them's great. I can't praise them enough. But I'm only speaking as I find them. I've been over there and I've got treat amazing. Well, I'm going to blow their... I can't blow their trumpet hard enough. You know what I'm saying? I did get treat well out there. I'm not just saying it just to make them feel good. I've never been treated anywhere better in my life than Saudi. I don't even get treated at home that way. I'm here in Britain. The Saudis treat me like I was royalty myself, and thank you very much. Can't wait to get back there. Brilliant.
And obviously they're hosting events. Do you think we'll eventually see some talent come through from that side of the world?
Absolutely. Honestly, they're going to get all the best boxers, all the best footballers. I can even see the rugby out there. The rugby, the motorsports, because you know what? Them guys are making out now, aren't they? They're at the top of the game. The world need to follow Saudi in the sport department, and it's the place to be. And don't take my word for it. Go out there for an holiday. Take your family out there. Take your wife, take your children. Have a few weeks out there, you know, and Riyadh's a nice town and there's plenty to see, plenty to do, you know, and it's a nostalgic place. Some place hasn't changed. Like I say, it's still very authentic, you know, and they're authentic people. And they take great pride in being authentic and keeping their authenticity. And good luck to them. But don't take my word. Go out there yourself and try it. You know, take your wife, take your family, no problem. All it's going to get is better and better and better. It'll just end up like Dubai, but better because, you know, they've not lost their authenticity. Dubai, you know, for me, I don't know. It's just a playground, isn't it, for the elite? But this place here, it's a playground with morals, you know. So when you've got morals, you can do a lot, can't you? Like I say, you go over there, you respect those people, respect their culture, their values, and believe me, they'll treat you so good. I didn't want to come home, to be honest with you.
Really?
I didn't want to go back. You know, when Tommy fought, I thought, you know what? It's winter at home. It's going to be a couple of bad months. I thought, you know, it crossed my mind to staying there for a few months, but commitments back home, had to get home, you know. But I can't wait to get back there. I really can't. There's a lot happening. They're the boys. Everybody's been talking about the big fights, been talking big football, been talking about the big golf. Guess what? The Saudis have put up and they've put the money where their mouth is. And everybody's going out there, aren't they?
Yeah.
Don't take my word for it. All the great footballers are going out there, the great golfers, the great boxers. You know, that's the place they're heading to. And why not?
Yeah.
They're paying well, aren't they? They pay well. And good luck to them.
And speaking of big fights, moving forward, obviously, I'm sure you're sick of talking about it by now, but can we expect Usyk next? And do you think it'll be in Saudi Arabia?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it'll be in Saudi. Like I said, he's lucky to get the shot. After what happened with Dubai, because Daniel Dubai should be the world heavyweight champion. You know, Usyk don't pose a threat to Tyson, but the Saudis, like they want it, they've paid for the fight, so it's happening, isn't it? Yeah. So, like I say, this is a business, and they do great business. And like I say, he's no threat to Tyson, but Tyson will just go and do his thing. It's good business for Tyson. He could probably beat Ngannou and Usyk on the same night, but I've seen them. And don't take it, just tune in and look. Don't take my. I don't know anything about boxing to hear people speak. But like I say, I do think he can beat Ngannou and Usyk on the same night. The big GK. He's reigns supreme at the top of the world. Don't word for it. Tune in and you will be disappointed again because they're all getting beat. Ngannou's copying it. Usyk's copying it. So there's a lot of disappointment for people who's not a fan of the big GK.
And can we expect more exhibition bouts from Tyson? Maybe a Jon Jones bout or someone else?
I don't want to see him fight Jon Jones in exhibition. Let them two men beat the hell out of each other. Let's just see what that can bring to the table. Let Jon Jones do his thing. Let Tyson do his thing. Let Tyson get his training. Let Jon Jones get his training. And let them two men rip each other to bits. And the last man standing can put his hands in the air and say, this is it. This is it.
I love it.
I'm the man.
Fantastic. And just a final one from me. Obviously, you're so involved in your kids' boxing careers, but outside of that, what do you want for your kids ultimately in life? What do you want for them?
I want them to respect people, and I want people to respect them. I want them to be good people with morals, exceptional manners, and treat people as they like to be treated. No more, no less. Respect everybody who respects you, and people who's good enough to buy a ticket, to view it on TV, hold them in the highest esteem. Because without the fans, we're nobody. I just want the fans to know that. And I want my sons to know that. I tell them every day, without the fans and those lovely people supporting you, we're nobody. The general public are the heroes here. The general public, they're paying for a ticket, they're paying for a seat. They're the heroes. without them, it'd be nothing. It's like Manchester United playing Liverpool in the FA Cup final with an empty stadium. It'd mean nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So the fans are number one. The fans are even bigger than the Gypsy King. They're bigger than all the sport in the world. Without the people to view the sport and enjoy it and put bums on seats and pay these guys well, who are they? They're just more bare bums in the shower, baby.
Well, thank you very much for your time, Jon. All the best. Best of luck with everything. Thank you so much.
Make sure to subscribe to the LowKick MMA YouTube channel for all the latest news, event previews, and interviews with some of the biggest stars in MMA.